We covered a story last week from New Zealand in which parents of a baby that required surgery were objecting to the idea that the child would have a blood transfusion due to the surgery with blood that contained COVID vaccines. They had campaigned for their child not to be provided with such blood. They had organised donors of blood, including the mother who was not vaccinated, and yet the state pressed ahead with seizing the child this week off the parents for them to give them that surgery with the blood that had COVID vaccines in it. It seems to me like they don't want to start a trend of people asking for blood that doesn't have COVID vaccines in it. This video footage of the moment that the parents had their child taken off them by the police in New Zealand is pretty traumatizing. Have a look at this.
Have his pre-op checks before a surgery that's scheduled and can't be changed. Well, it can be changed.
I think, so baby needs as much rest as possible so that he can...
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Yeah. No, don't do that, boys. Hey, don't do it.
Please don't.
Hey.
We're talking about the surgery.
You guys are criminals!
What do you think about that, Padraig?
It is shocking to see. It is very sad to see. There's a couple of things strike you. Like, made the point last week that if it was a religious belief, that this probably wouldn't be forced, because generally constitutions do protect people for religious liberty, like, and science is kind of pseudo religious at times, people's belief in it, like whether they actually know anything about it or not. Like, I have to say, I mean, the issue itself, I don't know if there is any real risk in COVID donated blood. Like, you know, I mean, even if that is an accurate way to describe it, like the donation of blood by somebody who has had a COVID injection, I don't know if there's any risk in that. But the thing that's upsetting about it is that the parents don't consent to it, and they can provide alternative. And it seems like the state has stepped in where it doesn't belong.
The decision was taken, as far as I can see, to protect a political narrative, not to provide the parents and the child with what they believe is in their best interest, but to defend a political narrative and to prevent a situation where more and more people into the future are asking for unvaccinated blood, specifically talking about the COVID vaccine here. There are some people who feel that or argue that when you receive vaccinated blood, that it's genetically modified and it creates modifications within one's own body. I'm not sure if that's true or not. So I'm not making any claim to that. What I'm saying is that's a worry that these parents have, and it should be taken on board. The fact that the state can step in and do something like this, the parents who are clearly really good, caring parents, they're in no way offensive to their child. They're not denying their child a medical procedure. In fact, if anything, they want to enhance the quality of that medical procedure by being able to choose blood that they feel may be tainted. So it's a very worrying development. I hope we don't see any more of it, but I think we will see more of it. That video would scare the life out of any parent who maybe was thinking of opting for blood that doesn't have COVID, or asking for blood that doesn't have COVID vaccine in it. So it's pretty scary.